Welcome back to The Plant. I'm Ashley Marietta, here to tell you what's going on in the wonderful world of cannabis. Colorado is now accepting applications from entrepreneurs who want to operate legal recreational marijuana stores. This is historic because they are the first state in U.S. history to do so. Applicants have to provide financial data, floor plans, a security plan, a certificate from the Colorado Secretary of State's office, a signed lease for their business space, and a sales tax bond. The licensing fees, which for some is more than $17,000, must be submitted along with an application, in person and by appointment only at the Marijuana Enforcement Division's office. All businesses whose applications are accepted in October will receive a decision by January 1st, 2014, which is the first day of recreational marijuana stores in Colorado. The potential potpreneurs are facing one big problem, though. They can't put their money in the banks yet. Banks are unwilling to work with legal marijuana businesses because of the federal rules against taking money from criminal enterprises, which they feel the marijuana businesses are still under federal law. The governors of Colorado and Washington are not very happy about this and sent a letter to federal financial officials urging a solution to the banking blockade. The letter stated, quote, "Our states will soon be licensing hundreds of retail stores, each of which, without a normal banking relationship, will be forced to conduct business on an all-cash basis. This creates an unnecessary inviting target for criminal activity. It is not that the banks don't want the money, they just want the okay from the federal government before proceeding, so the banks are working with the governors to find a solution." Speaking of money, there's money out there for marijuana businesses that need startup capital. The ArcView Group, headed by Steve D'Angelo, has already invested over $1 million to up-and-coming cannabis business owners. D'Angelo said, quote, "Colorado has an opportunity to claim a, if not the leading role in the cannabis industry, if it's properly financed. It's an opportunity to build the first big companies and the first big brands, but it's going to be difficult for them to do that if they're unable to get the financing that's available to every other industry." The Plant Channel salutes the ArcView Group and all the businesses to help get started. Don't go anywhere because we'll be right back with more.
Hey, this is Willie for NORML. Have you ever met anybody before who's been busted on marijuana charges? This year in our country, over 850,000 citizens are arrested on marijuana-related charges. That's another marijuana smoker busted every 35 seconds. 90% for possession only. For the first time since marijuana was made illegal in 1937, Congress is finally looking at a bill to re-legalize marijuana. The U.S. Congress is considering legalization that permits individual states to set public policies that will allow them to legally control and tax marijuana. To find out more about this important congressional bill, please contact NORML at 202-483-5500 or on the web at norml.org.
The life I love is making music with my friend, and I can't wait to get on the road again.
In world cannabis news, Switzerland has decriminalized marijuana. That's right, it is no longer a criminal offense to possess up to 10 grams of marijuana. This new law is helping Swiss police and courts because in the past, they've dealt with about 30,000 marijuana charges each year. Growing and distributing marijuana is still a criminal offense, and so is possession of anything more than 10 grams. So while Switzerland has come a long way, it seems they still have a long way to go. All right, each show we're going to bring you a new segment called High Fives. Check it out.
Hi everyone, I'm Remy Hudson. Here at The Plant, we search the cannabis world to find the latest and greatest in the industry, so each show we can bring you the top 5 things that we think deserve a high five. Coming in at number 5 is the Atmos RX Vape Pen. It's a small portable vaporizer specifically designed for dry herbs only. At just 6 inches in height, it fits easily in your pocket, purse, or backpack. This cool pen has a top-of-the-line lithium-ion battery that can last about 24 hours between charges. It's lightweight with a special design that makes it windproof, and it heats up in seconds. All the raw material of the Atmos RX are sourced and manufactured in the United States. So besides being cool and sleek, we're giving it a high five because it's made right here in the USA. Number 4 goes to all the strain winners from this year's Cannabis Cup in Seattle. True OG from Only the Best won for Best Indica. TJ's Platinum label from TJ's Organic Gardens got the top award for Best Sativa, and the Best Hybrid was from Ewok from Freedom Collectives. But congrats to all of you, and all of you a high five. In at number 3 is the company Lava Trap. They have a device that will help boost the flavor in your edibles. Lava Trap allows you to infuse herbal flavors into sugar in minutes. Imagine freshly infused vanilla sugar added to your cereal, coffee, or your favorite cookie mix. Tasty, right? We're giving them a high five because they help make your edibles simply delicious. Speaking of delicious, if you don't want to make your own edibles, our number 2 high five is a company that will make it for you. Dixie Edibles are THC-infused edibles that are manufactured by professional bakers using only the highest quality ingredients in sativa-dominant cannabis. They have a new treat called the Colorado Bar. It's infused with 300 milligrams of lab-tested THC. The Colorado Bar is a delectable edible featuring a peanut butter ganache confection covered in both white and dark chocolate. Finally, our number 1 high five goes to Miley Cyrus and her new album, Bangers. Miley has been blazing the trail lately, speaking openly about her love for cannabis. We love her and her boldness and courage, so she gets the number 1 high five. If you don't have her album yet, then go get it. Support her like she supports the movement. Go, Miley.
Amsterdam is gearing up for the 26th annual High Times Cannabis Cup. If you haven't heard of the Cannabis Cup, click on High Events for more info. If you have heard about the Cannabis Cup, then you're as excited as everyone else going to the event on November 24th through the 28th. The 4-day event features cultivation seminars and activism sessions with High Times editors, leaders of the marijuana movement, and major cannabis celebrities. So get your tickets now before it's too late. If you're traveling in the U.S. and it just so happens to be Michigan, stop by the Howard Johnson on 28th Street in Grand Rapids. The franchise owner, Bob Sullivan, is renovating many of the hotel rooms to accommodate medical marijuana smokers. Renovations so far have included opening up each room with a sliding door and installing a patio with a tall fence around it for privacy. Sullivan calls it, quote, a little smoking area in each room right at the door. That's it for today. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. I'll see you next time, and until then, be green friendly.